What's up, everyone? Hey, Cloud say the 30K to Phoenix here at 501 Witty. If you've not subscribed to the channel, please do so. What the hell you waiting on?
Hey, what's up? It's comedian Nate Williams. I'm here at the 501 Witty podcast. Listen.
And I just had a great time with 501 Witty and the crew. They are amazing.
Hey, what it do? It's your boy Tricky Trav. Glad to be on Ladies Lounge. Whole lot of love with Sean, you know what I'm saying? Great topic, great substance. Make sure y'all check that out on YouTube.
On 501 Witty, you guys go subscribe with 501 Witty. Y'all make sure y'all go subscribe on Facebook and YouTube.
They did an amazing podcast at 501 Witty. Make sure you subscribe to their channel on YouTube.
Subscribe, like, all of that shit. Everything. There's some shit going on. Y'all need to be involved. So tune in. Check us out. For sure.
Y'all ready?
Just here. Just the guy.
Welcome to the 501 podcast. We're back in the building, full house as always and as usual. How's everyone doing?
Pretty good.
Good. Well, I heard one voice. Everybody else?
Simply splendid.
Simply splendid.
Stupendous.
Oh, stupendous. Get the
Where,
bills.
I was going to say.
Well, that's
I don't know what
wrong.
JD be knowing which one
Hit the gate.
I don't know
Hit the drum.
You gotta
Is
do
there
it.
a bell?
You gotta do it like they do in spoken word.
Hit the
Oh, okay. That look like a light.
light bulb. It's a light bulb moment.
Well, you said
Oh,
D, so
that
I was
makes
looking
sense.
for a
I
D.
thought we were looking for
I got
claps.
Yeah, well, claps is good too.
It's
But,
okay. It's okay. I
but
pat
no, I'm glad
myself
to
on
see
the back.
everyone.
We're going to get our shit
Yeah,
together.
we're gonna get together, guys. Been a long. The winter time is really messing with us.
Yeah,
It's cold out there.
it is.
Arkansas don't know what you want to do. We have tornadoes in the fucking afternoon, snow the next day.
And rain.
Then that part too.
And the
But
sun come out.
Gotta love Arkansas.
that's why I love Arkansas. You actually have weather here.
Just have a bag of clothes in your car.
There you go.
Seasons and be like, oh, shiny.
Have you a hoodie, a t-shirt, some short sleeve shirts, and some shorts.
Some sandals.
Make sure you got your boots and some shoes
There you
and some
go.
sandals
Yeah,
and some
for real.
sandals.
Yeah.
Cause she don't know what the fuck she want to do. California, y'all spoiled, which is fine. Southern California, shout out to San Diego, L.A. down all the way down. You know they have a good time out there. It'd be like 72 degrees, 80 degrees most of the year, and they
Yeah.
just spoiled out there.
Florida, too.
Yeah, I was about to say the same thing. So
Florida, too.
Yeah, Florida.
Nice
They
weather.
do the hurricanes though from time to time. So
It was
you
a
know.
tornado in Florida the other day. though.
It was a tornado in Florida. But you know what? When I went to California last March,
Yes, ma'am.
it was a tornado in L.A.
Look at you.
What?
But I told
Should've
somebody.
got-
They were like, we
should've
don't
bought a
have
lottery
tornadoes
They
in
said,
Florida.
I know they don't have tornadoes
Yeah.
for sure in California. It was a whole tornado.
I told you, I said, you don't know what God got. God can have a tornado in Florida.
Right.
And just so happened, a tornado in Florida, where I was going to move to at that. I'm like,
That was a sign. Don't move your ass there.
Exactly. I'm like,
Stay
you see
here
what
where
I
the
mean?
tornadoes be.
Yeah.
But how crazy is it though? Because it's not like geographically, it's not supposed to be that way in those
Correct.
areas. Like,
The jet stream is different. All this stuff.
yeah. And folks try to say global warming ain't real.
Well, we still don't. People actually still say the things. That's climate change has happened. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. But climate change definitely has
It
taken
is,
place.
and that is, and it's affecting
Yeah,
all parts of
of the world.
the world.
The
Long,
world.
did
long
say it
story
was
short,
alien
we all
invasion.
gonna be dead in 30 years.
In 30 years, so I can't see my 80.
To
Yeah, I gotta be. I mean, come on,
all
man.
right, 50.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Because I'm out of here.
Okay,
So
okay,
what-
okay,
yeah.
okay. I'll tell you what.
Yeah.
We gonna live, but our kids are not gonna make it.
So-
How about that?
Shit, well, then there's no hope for the future, then, okay?
Can we go 4 generations down?
Can we say 1,000 years?
Can we say we all just got, they're going to have to wear masks?
Our
They gotta
grandkids,
die?
I
Can they
got
just
radiation,
Can they be breathing
No.
or having
No.
masks and oxygen?
climate
just
change,
aliens.
sea level rising,
It's just
everything gonna be
aliens.
flooded. God
It's
wanted,
just aliens.
You want it back, huh? Start
God
over.
wanted back.
Start it over.
We done fucked it up. God wanted
See,
back.
y'all just can't get it right again.
yeah.
That's
Everything
how it
gonna.
should go. God damn it,
You
kids.
see how tall this building is? That's gonna be.
The water level.
That's gonna be the water level, and that's gonna end up being the ground.
But then-
at one point.
Everybody
Noah's
gonna
Ark
go and be
2.0.
Huh?
fish
He
people.
said Noah's Ark 2.0.
Yeah.
But the
Only
Revelation
two-
says it's
only
gonna be
two
fire and
living
brimstones.
creatures.
Book of Revelation says fire this time.
So
And did who was it? Australia and California just burnt up.
guess what?
Real bad.
Guess what the fire and brimstone gonna be? All the planes coming out the sky,
Okay, that's gonna be part of it. Got you.
blowing up.
Hope I ain't on one of them
Note to
planes.
self, don't fly.
Don't fly that. Well, you know.
Now
he's
let me
gone.
stop.
He's gone,
Let me
though.
stop bullshitting. This ain't my ideology. I'm
Listen,
just bullshitting. Let me
It
stop
could also be all these
bullshitting.
nuclear bombs that they got buried in the ground all
That
over
too.
the United States, and
But
then
you know they build, they building silos
Yeah,
and
bunkers
they building
everywhere.
silos and bunkers everywhere.
Yeah.
So
Not
basically,
for
you saying
us.
we're gonna be
No,
like,
no.
we're gonna be like
The
Futurama.
There you go.
The 1%.
We're gonna be like Futurama.
They gonna make it.
And Rick and Morty and all them.
Yeah,
there you go.
that's what we're gonna. That's what the word gonna be like.
Shout out to Pickle Rick.
That's funny. So you watching shit?
Hell no.
Oh man.
I ain't got time to watch too much of nothing.
No, yeah, you putting in getting that
Snow
work
Day
in.
was the only way I was able to watch something.
Speaking of Snow Day, y'all was excited in that text thread.
Yes.
You and JD. Shout out to JD.
I already be watching the weather because I be scared. So I already knew I wasn't gonna make it. I was like, there's no way I'm gonna go get stuck in Little Rock.
Yeah.
I be watching it because
I'm
it's
not.
almost a guarantee that I would be off work.
I'm not
so
sliding.
I was off work for a whole
They
week.
gonna
I
slide.
ain't gonna take, if it take me only 22 minutes to get to Little Rock from where I live now, I literally trying to make it in 15. So I damn sure ain't gonna make it in 4
Yeah.
hours. Like,
Shit.
no.
The way
I'm
I
not gonna
drive,
slide back.
the way I drive,
I would have been like,
whatever
yeah.
time it say it take on the GPS, just know I'm gonna get there in half of it.
Well,
Oh,
I
gosh.
couldn't go nowhere because I live up on the hill and I don't know how we got back up the hill.
I'm just scary.
Your brother say he ain't coming.
He coming?
He say he's not.
Yeah, I'm.
No, he got some.
Best friend.
He got some taken care of at the house right now. So hey, shout out to JD.
Yeah.
So when you get that taken care of, we'll see you when you come back.
Okay, best friend.
Yeah, she disappointed in you.
Yeah.
She looking forward to seeing her brother.
Yeah.
She found the right one that time.
Oh, JD, Mo finna take over your job.
Yeah, right. And you been fine.
Oh wow, we doing that
He
now?
fine. And he best friend now, so it just stepped up a whole.
Oh,
So when
A
when you
whole
collect
level.
these fines on JD's behalf, what are you doing with the proceeds?
Shit, behind the bottle.
Oh, okay. It goes to the liquor tax. Gotcha.
Yeah. Yeah,
Gotcha.
we're gonna agree.
Gotcha.
That.
Did we didn't even introduce ourselves. I guess they've been watching forever. They should know who we are. But if not, I start with the ladies on the end over there.
Well, hello everybody. I am Dorinda Alexander. You can find me on all social media platforms under Oriana_Dorinda. I am Dorinda Alexander on Facebook.
Y'all know who it is. Kalandra Vons on Facebook, Manifesting Millions on all social media platforms. And
it's your girl Moso. You can find me on TikTok at Moso82. You can find me on Instagram at Moso_82. And if you are interested in getting locked and loaded, you can find me on Facebook at Locks Dress and Things LLC, where I am also proud to make your nappy also happy to get locked with me.
Go ahead,
You
sir.
can't skip yourself.
I have to,
You in a
sir.
row. No, you win in a sequence. You don't. I understand it's your show. I get it.
I got you.
I understand.
But so since you brought light to it, I go next. Then you go last.
You brought light to it first time. That's
You're right. Clyde was saying the third, aka the Phoenix. I mean, you've been watching this long. You should know who the fuck we are. But hey, subscribe to the channel. We are growing at a nice rate. I appreciate those who are supporting the channel up to this point. The views have been quite well, especially the shorts. I mean, granted, people's attention spans are where they are.
All right, so
What's up, baby?
somebody gave me some heart.
Oh, thank you for the hearts. I'm lying for her. But anyway,
it might have been harsh for you.
that
You the one talking.
motherfucker can't see
Hey man,
me.
he married. He married.
He's stupid.
Don't you try to do that to yourself, girl.
No, she a killer too, so be careful.
That's what I'm saying.
Be careful.
You think she's sweet.
Sweet with that weapon.
Everybody's sweet until they not.
There you go. But I'm done. Go ahead.
Okay,
sir.
but I'm AK. You can find me on Facebook at AK Keaton. You can find me on Instagram on I am AK Keaton. Yeah.
There you
Fuck
go.
with me.
There you go. Thanks for coming, Rello, again.
For sure, for
I'll
sure.
get your input and your wisdom. But
He just say that because I've been locked up for a long time.
see, that's not why I was gonna say that shit. You are you wise. You ain't no dummy. You know how to do your shit. Get down.
Ooh.
Do you not agree? What are you looking at? Ain't nothing.
Looking out the window.
I'm trying to make sure nobody stole my car.
Is that kind of time? You on that kind of time?
Huh?
That kind of time, bro? You know that?
Oh, man, I went out to eat yesterday. I said, hey, send me by the window. I said,
Wow. You really worried about that shit for real?
I ain't worried about it, but you can't never forget where you at.
I understand that, sir, but Jesus.
You know, they like stealing them challenges and charges.
Hey, bro. Hey, no one even knew what you was talking about. You saying it out loud.
There's a lot around.
Yeah.
It'll be okay.
I got you, sir. But why are we here? That's what people want to know. So, previous podcast, I kind of highlighted or brought to the forefront in regards to just women of tomorrow. We kind of spoke to, asked some questions and shit, and thanks for AK for filling in when he filled in too in that discussion. I really wish you would have been here, Mr. Render.
I know, I was so sick, y'all.
Hey,
oh my
hey,
God.
you got over it though. Congratulations.
I did. I still got a little bit of a lingering cough, but I haven't been to the allergist yet.
There you go.
Spirit, they good.
Nice.
But it is that time of year though, where people, you know, it just things get passed around, changes, you know, the weather as far as the temperature and shit like that. So I'm glad that you came back on the other side. You're doing your cleanse again. So
I am.
Is that in direct correlation to what you just went through? Or
No,
just...
actually, I had intended to start it at the front of the year, but I got sick.
Gotcha.
And so I was like, well, no, let me wait until I'm better.
Gotcha.
Because I didn't need to, the medication I was sick with allergies is what it is. So when my allergies hit me, it hit like a hard cold or like the flu almost, without the fever and the aches and chills. But I like the coughs, I felt like I had asthma. Like that's how bad it, like I thought I was going to have to go to the emergency room because I could not breathe.
Yeah,
it was that bad. Well, I tested negative for all of that, and I've always had issues with allergies. Yeah. I think it's my job. I think I'm allergic to work. Yeah. Because the buildings are moldy.
You say you too? Like you too?
For real.
You know, but the buildings are moldy. Like for real, they're old. And they don't keep up with the maintenance. We are making the news right now. If y'all go look it up, we've been on the news. They've been talking about the government.
They would have to know
and
your
it's
job.
a whole, whew. Anyway. What?
They would have to know your job, where you work at, to where the building is molded. Don't say it online. You have people stalking you.
Well, I mean,
people pulling up at your job, telling, "Hey, I know you."
Let's not do that.
But friend don't agree with it, so don't pull up on her.
Yeah.
Look, and then who is the head person of where I work on? I need to keep my job. Anyway. I'm allergic to work. I'm convinced that it is, but just simply because, like I said, the moldy buildings and stuff. But so, like I said, I felt like I couldn't breathe, and none of the allergy medicine that my doctor was giving me worked. He even gave me a steroid. I had to take that for a week. It didn't work, so then he ended up having to put me on an antibiotic, and I'm way better, but still got a little bit of a lingering cough. So now I have to go to an allergist to
get the proper diagnosis.
Yes, to figure out exactly what it is.
And they'll go forward with medication if they need to and shit like that. Gotcha.
Yeah, because there was even times, which the allergy pill that I'm taking now, it helps, but when I'm not taking it, like I get these like welts on my skin from like scratching, from being itchy, from being allergic to something. It's either that or, like I said, it presents like a...
So it has to be your job. I kind of agree with you because I don't want to disclose your age, but you're not...
Right.
You know...
I ain't no spring chicken.
And so with that said, up to this point, nothing has ever manifested like this before. Shout out to manifested. But now you have this new development in your life.
Right. And then we were off for 2 weeks for Christmas, and I was fine. And then we went back, and we were in... I told you, I'm a little country. We went back.
I'm not laughing at that.
We was in a training room, and it's probably one of the worst with the mold. And we were there all day. And that night was when I started having the symptoms.
So basically, when I see on TV the commercial saying if you worked it between
and this time,
you suffer from allergies.
You got to claim.
You got to claim. That's what I'm really looking for.
What y'all gonna see is
class action lawsuit.
The Arkansas Department of Education has decided to close such and such down. Is what y'all about to see.
Yikes!
Like that's the kind of like in the news right now.
So, for example, if we were to just be coming to the building, right, with this training room, we will see it like, oh my god.
Yeah, in a lot of they had to shut down the library in the elementary school for like, I don't even think it's open now.
Do y'all have generally every business has facility maintenance.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So with this said, why have no one took steps to clean with?
They claim they did.
Wait.
Go ahead, baby.
You work at a school?
Mm-hmm.
So they don't give a fuck about them kids.
Right.
Man, they don't give a fuck about
So is
nobody.
it elementary, middle school? I know it don't matter because kids, but is it elementary, middle school, high school?
So I'm gonna just say it. I work for deaf school. So
Oh my God!
It's the elementary.
You know what? That is an old. That's an old.
Yeah.
It's the deaf and blind, right?
That's
Yes.
what they had in the
Yes,
store.
because my aunt, because I'm from Louisiana, and
Y'all don't
she came
stalk her.
down here.
Please don't stalk me.
She came down here and went to that school. So that school
Yeah.
is old because my aunt
It is.
50 something.
Okay.
Yeah, the history of that school, it was built in 1850. Now in
Slavery just ended.
right.
No, for real.
Slavery didn't end. Yeah, slavery ended in 1863.
Yeah. Oh,
And
shit.
it was
Big
ratified
of
in
the-
63. It was put
Yeah.
into effect down in the South in 65.
Yeah.
Listen, but that's when it originated in 1850. I think it was the early 1900s when they kind of renovated some stuff, but
Okay.
it ain't been. I mean, one of the buildings still functions on a boiler
Boiler
system.
room. Okay.
Yes, and so we have to wait
To
and
the-
suffer through either the cold or the hot because
Gotta let it warm
Arkansas
up.
weather. That once it's switched over, it's switched over. There is no coming back. Like that's how old it is. The windows are ancient.
So
Like,
where is the
my
money
room
going?
is a fire hazard because if something was to happen and I can't get out my door, the one and only door that I have, the one and only window that I have is sealed, double sealed, shut.
Ooh.
There is no opening this. Okay.
Yeah.
Now I will say that is the room that they said if we ever have like an active shooter on campus or whatever, my room is the safest because it's the only.
Hold on. I
only
had
room with
I had a
door.
joke there, but I can't say the joke.
Why?
All I active shooters in the streets.
Well, not just that, but like if you gunshots go off, no one can hear it. So
I
You're
did
right.
not laugh at
That's dark humor for you.
You gotta be like this. You gonna be like,
I'm like, why? I didn't laugh at that.
yeah.
Yes, I did.
All the hearing people will be able to hear it. And there's at least a few hearing people in every building, okay?
God,
And we have systems that alert, like with flashes.
Yeah, I
and
got
all
you.
that
I
stuff. So
know.
they
I
have
know. I
stuff
just
set up.
I
That was a
couldn't
really good
couldn't
joke.
leave. I was like, damn, it's right there.
Yeah, it was a really good joke. But no, y'all really need to go look up because it's made the news. It started before Christmas, I believe, where some parents on the blind side, in which technically right now we're separate, even though we're all right there together.
Oh,
But
okay, so it's blind too.
yes. So the family on the blind side was complaining,
Oh my
and
goodness.
this is all public information. It is literally
No, we
on
got
the
you.
news. But because their kid is a dorm kid, so we have to bus kids in from all over the states, and when those kids live however many miles away, then they can stay through the week, Sunday
Yep.
through Friday, at the school, or Sunday through Thursday. So this baby, it's the front of winter, it's cold.
Yep.
The windows don't shut or something like that, and he's having to sleep in like his coat at
Oh,
night.
no.
where is it?
This is on
This
the
is-
blind side.
Oh,
And then
how they stay there?
Yeah, she was saying like those who stay a certain distance away, they can stay during the week.
like Northwest Arkansas, Northeast Arkansas.
Yeah.
If you're so many miles away, I can't remember off the top of my head how much it is, but if you're so many miles away, they will bus you in, and then you can stay Sunday night through Thursday night. You go home at 1:00 on Fridays.
So
Wow.
why they don't fix the windows?
Good question.
They'll say
But
say,
listen,
Tell them to contract me. I'll
Home
fix the
Depot.
windows.
in that news story, it came out about the blind side, the dorm situation, and all of that. But then on our side, somebody let them in the news station for them to see our pool area. And it looks like a scene out of like Tales from the Crypt or
Okay.
some scene out of like a Stephen King
No,
movie or
gotcha.
something. Like it's creepy. I will not go in there.
Yeah.
I refuse to go in there. There's so many parts of that building that we got
Actually-
like
actually
underground
horror movie
tunnel.
there.
It's like scary.
Yeah, it's great.
And then folks be talking about seeing ghosts and stuff.
No, they do.
like for real, y'all. Okay, so
Look,
this
no,
room that
they-
I'm talking about.
No, they do.
I was sitting down, so I
Let's
bounced
hear
back
it.
and forth between two different buildings, right?
Yeah.
And I'm sitting down. I was in the elementary all morning, and I come over, hadn't been to my room yet. I'm eating lunch. My coworker comes in from picking up her lunch, and she said, "Girl, I saw you enjoying your view." And I was like, "Huh?" She was like, "Just now, on my way back in from getting my lunch, I saw you enjoying your view in your room. You were standing in front of the window." I was like, no. I've been in lower school all morning, and my door is locked.
Right.
So I'm the only person with a key.
Ooh. So the spirit was just joy.
Yeah.
Say less.
So it seemed to me that
You should have asked them what they had on.
the friendly ghost is trying to make you leave with all these
No,
allergy
she don't
problems.
bother me.
No, I'm saying they're trying to help you leave and with all these allergy problems. It wants you to be like, baby, get out.
Yeah. Well, it's bad. It's real bad.
I'm surprised to hear all this information because, from previous podcasts you was on, we discussed certain improvements that could be taking place. This didn't even come up at all.
Right, but because there's so much that can be improved about this place.
Yeah.
But
So you love your job for real because you go every day, girl.
She love them children.
there it is.
Yeah.
She don't love her job.
That's
she
what
love
it
her
is.
children.
Her career.
That's exactly
career.
what it is. Because for me, it's fulfilling. Like I said, I work with a lot of the preschoolers, a couple of elementary schoolers, and then middle schoolers. And Lord knows, Jesus, middle schoolers are something else. But
Puberty.
for me, but like with my babies, they come in and they have zero language at all. They don't know the basic concepts of life that hearing kids just learn by literally being able to hear in their environment.
Right.
Yeah.
They understand what a mom, like the meaning of mom is, dad, auntie, uncle, grandpa, grandma. They understand that the brown furry thing in my house is a pet and it's a dog and it has a name. Or my mom has a name. Her name is not just mama. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I got you.
It's my job to teach them those concepts. It's my job to even teach them what their name is because they come in not knowing that at 4 and 5 years old. And then you take the ones that have like severe autism or other issues as well. And so that adds a whole other layer onto it because whereas like an autistic kid that can hear, you still have access to that when training them. One that can't and they don't make eye contact it's real hard. So you got that aspect of it. Then you have the middle schoolers because in the deaf world, a speech therapist is the devil. You're just trying to force me to talk. And I'm like, y'all have no idea what I do for my job. But when the kids are like begging in middle school to come to speech or stay in speech or add speech back on their caseload, like I got one student that was awful, hated it. I dismissed him. And he's like, I want to come back.
Okay.
That's a big deal to me because that means that I'm doing what I'm supposed to do to make these babies' lives better.
Yeah.
So I tell
Shout out to you.
Somebody give it a clap.
Yeah, Wes.
Oh, wrong button. My bad. Wrong button.
That's why we need JD here.
That's why we need you, JD, because I don't know what these
Let me
buttons
play
do.
with it.
But you know what? Shout out to you because like with my youngest son, he was very smart, but he was delayed with speaking, and he would get so upset. And I went on YouTube and I learned sign language with him, and when I tell you that made him, it helped out so much. And everybody was like, "Is he deaf?" I was like, "No, there's nothing wrong with him." I noticed he couldn't communicate. He would be very agitated and fussy, and I took the time to give him a way to speak. Now, granted, he doesn't do it anymore,
right?
Because he started talking. But like we would be in somewhere that I couldn't say nothing. He'll be watching me, and I'll just be moving my hand. They'd be like, "I'm talking to my baby." Yeah. So it does help, and it does take repetition, and you have to. So, and I did that on my own, just
and
going
a lot
on
of
YouTube.
Patience.
A lot of patience.
Yeah.
I just went on YouTube and we watched the videos together, and I learned them with them. And so it is. It's very beneficial.
Yeah.
But
shout out to you, Mama, for doing that, because there's a lot of parents that don't. You'd be surprised. Even deaf parents that don't teach their kids
that's
how to
what I was going to say. How are you not, like, this is the way your child's communicating.
Yeah.
So how are you not at least learning the bare minimum?
Right.
Like the basics. You don't have to go into the whole detail, but you can learn the sign language of certain foods and how for them to express. And that's what I did.
Just the basic ADLs, activities of daily living.
Yes.
All right, acronym. Say it for people in the back.
ADLs, activities for daily living.
There you go. The more you know.
Yeah.
Well, we had a nice little segment about your career.
Yeah.
We're going to take a quick recess and break, and we're going to get back to the subject at hand, and then we're going to have fun.
I thought that was the subject.
Did well.
Yes,
I thought it was all you, lady.
Yeah.
Do your thing.
But now, I want you, I kind of gave some guidance,
and
hopefully you have some good questions. I wish JD was here to kind of help out too. But, shout out to JD. We're going to hopefully get some good answers.
Before we break, though, y'all go look up those news stories. It's actually a trip.
So, before we go to break too, is there anything the public can do at large to help out in these particular efforts?
I mean, it would have to be the public basically raising hell the way anybody would do to kind of put that social pressure on the government to make change.
Talk to them. Talk to them home.
Yeah, I mean, go read about it and see what's going on, and then when you have a better idea of that, that's when you would have to go to these it'd have to be like the governor. She has to make the decision.
Sarah Huckabee,
yeah.
Good luck.
She has to make the decision. So it's the social pressure that sometimes creates change, but it ain't no telling which way that change could swing for us.
I know some kids are mad at her now because even parents and teachers, she took away the AMIs and shit like that.
She took away AMI. She also took away that advanced AP Black History class.
Yep. And so now these snow days they got to make them up on the end of the calendar.
Right.
So
and now also in the deaf community of what she has done to them since we've been back from Christmas break has a lot of my coworkers that are in the deaf communities super depressed because it is honestly the way it's coming off. It looks like she's gonna try to shut us down.
Wow.
Yeah.
Who the government?
And then they would have to go somewhere
because technically I don't work for a school district. I work for the Arkansas Department of Education, which falls under her.
Yep. Wow. Well, guys at home, get yourself educated on what's going on with that particular situation. Voice your particular concerns and go straight to her, Sarah Huckabee Sanders, so you can make some of those necessary improvements because these children are being affected, teachers are being affected, and also just from a mental, emotional standpoint, it can be testy and dicey.
Yeah.
Because if you put more pressure on these particular educators, it does, not saying you specifically, but it can alter your overall contribution to the overall job.
Yeah, that's why there's a shortage of teachers. There's in the schools. There's a shortage of speech paths in the school.
There's a shortage of subs too.
Oh yes, very much so. And
yeah.
even in my career field, this upcoming class that's about to graduate from UAMS this year, not a single one of them wants to work in a school. Not a single one. Not one.
So do your fucking job, guys. Yeah. Become involved in your community. Right. See you on the side of this little break here. Okay.
Toodles caboodles.
We are back. So we transitioning. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you've not done so already. So women, I kind of gave you the task to come up with some questions that you have for the guys, men in general, us specifically. Now for me, if you want to ask me something that's, I'm open book. So if you want to direct something strictly for me, that's fine. So you have full permission. And I'll be just as transparent as I usually am.
I'm gonna lie.
Oh, okay.
He gonna plead the fifth.
But so go ahead. I'll let you women take the floor. Who wants to shoot first?
Everybody looking at me?
Mm-hmm.
Damn, they did do that.
I just thought,
you do get to
y'all have questions?
I do, but I want to hear what you got.
I don't got no questions, but I'm sure I'll
pay
know
attention,
what's
AK.
wrong.
Oh my God, ladies.
Okay, so one of the questions that I had, because I got told this, and then there's this whole back and forth gender war on social media, but it's about the whole women intimidating men thing.
Be more specific.
Well, that's what I want to know. What makes a man intimidated by a woman? And I've also been personally told that I'm intimidating. So.
See, that's why we wanted you to come right.
She gets to the roots.
I got some people that
So you want to answer first, okay? Yeah. Not for you personally, but just in general.
He's cracking up. And no one's that much of a
because I find it funny. Like when females be like, I intimidate dudes, and I be like,
I laugh.
But that's what I'm saying.
But no. I understand what they're saying because see, they be like, okay, because a woman got her own, she independent, she got her own car, her own house, her own job, she might have kids, she taking care of them, she doing everything on her own, and it's just her presence make it to where they feel like they can't compare her, they can't compete. But see, that's the thing, I feel like it shouldn't intimidate you. It should motivate you.
Right. I feel the same way.
So it's so, I don't know. They just weird. They lame.
So what is it about those things, though, is what I want to know that is so intimidating?
I'm going to add the way AK
because they know you don't need them.
That's why.
Because they know you don't need them.
That's why I'm going to go.
The root, okay.
And that's why I'm going to go because, not saying me, but in general, men look at that and say, well, what do you need me for? What role would I play in this equation? why don't I even pursue you? Hey, you don't need me. You got everything under control. And then also, if I come into the picture and try to take control or take something off your plate, are you going to allow it?
Yeah.
Because some women, I'm not saying you women on the panel,
No,
but
I know
some
exactly
women may say, well, no, I got this. No. They don't want to delegate certain things to the man.
But I go the roundabout way. So it's like, shit, if you don't want me to take it off, I'm still going to take it off.
But see, you're cut from a different cloth,
Yeah,
which is myself. We're cut from a different cloth.
Because see, shit, I'm going to see it, and I see that you don't want no help with it, but shit, I'm just going to do it anyway.
But see, that's where a lot of women may not be willing to admit they want to receive the help, but a man that takes leadership and action on his own without me having to ask for it is a whole different. That's husband material.
But then you gotta realize too, like a lot of women. Well, y'all know this, but a lot of women don't want the help because they didn't want the help before and got it, and then the person they got it from ended up taking it from them.
Yes.
Like they were there and they helped them and they were doing all of this and then they fucked them around.
Right.
Yes.
Or
You know
throw
what I
it
mean?
back in their
Yeah.
face. I've done X, Y, and Z for you. Well,
Yeah.
And that's like a maturity. That's some
Yeah.
dumb shit. That's dumb shit.
Yeah.
Question?
I mean, I don't really got a
I
question.
got a
yet.
follow-up
Oh,
question
come
on
on,
that.
Dra.
I know. I have the juiciest things to say.
But then go.
I don't have a question.
Okay, well then
yet,
here's my
but-
follow-up question to what you were saying.
Yeah.
Then, so then it's about the whole she doesn't need me. So why is it more important for a man to be needed instead of just simply wanted?
Yeah.
You want to go?
Wait, why is it more important for them to be needed than wanted?
Y'all are saying that the root is because the man doesn't feel needed.
Mm-hmm.
So if that is stopping you or making you feel intimidated by a woman, why is it more important for a man to feel needed than it is just to simply be wanted and that be enough?
Because wants are way different than needs.
Okay.
Like, you want a new pair of shoes, but you got 40 of them. Do you need them?
Right?
You know, want is when you go from something that you desire to need, where need is something that you require.
Right. But see, okay, so
It's
so in relationships though, and I'm gonna speak for myself, not other women, I may be doing all this bullshit over here,
Yeah.
right? But this bullshit over here ain't holding me when I need
Yeah,
to
I was
be
just saying
held.
you need to be held
It
up.
ain't letting me talk and just, have that pillow talk
Yeah.
when I need to have that pillow
Stress
talk.
relieving.
It ain't, you know what I mean? Like there's other
Yeah.
parts to, these are the things that I desire and want. Is it necessarily a need? No. A person can get through life without all of those as long as they are handling business, right? But I want you because you provide these things for me. Could that not be enough?
So, and also,
Okay. tell
in
me.
my opinion, when it comes to the dynamics of men and women, and this is, unfortunately, I think we're still going away from this particular aspect of life. Most, I'm saying, generally women are being raised now that they don't need a man.
Mm-hmm.
And so when it comes to us as men, like, well, hell, they don't want us. So fuck y'all.
But they do. But they do,
We're,
though.
we're raising them not to need them, but we're not raising them not to want them. And my thing is, in life, your needs are more important than your wants. But when it comes to a relationship, the same thing that y'all are complaining about, that we don't need you. But then when you be like, well, you just with me because you need this, you should want somebody that want to be with you because they want you. Because if I need you, that means when you're no longer providing my needs, you're not beneficial to me.
Okay.
But if it's because I want you, you're not giving me anything that I needed. I want you because of who you are, not because of what you
Gotcha.
can give to me. And I feel like that's what people have to realize. You gotta want somebody
No, correct.
instead of needing them. Because again, if I need you to pay my rent, and then I get to the point where I can pay my own rent, you're not
Well, I need you
beneficial
to.
to me.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But if I want you because I like the way you make me feel,
Of course.
then it don't matter if you can pay my rent or not. We're going to pay that together, and I want you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I want you.
Thanks. Go Mo
So a
University.
want in a relationship, when a woman wants you,
Yeah.
she's putting you on a high standards, and y'all don't even understand that because in y'all mind, you gotta need me. What am I giving to you? Y'all so busy wanting to give us stuff and provide for us, and then when that's all a woman do is take from you, she's a gold digger. But that's what you led with. Is what you can give her. Or I make this, or I got this. And then when she lean into it, you get mad because next thing she like, give me. Damn, that's all you want is what I can give you? But that's all you showed me. So I got used to saying,
But I think there's levels to it. Like, as far as like you say, provision is all encompassing. You know what I mean? It's not in one area. That's materialistic shit. You know.
But most men,
because they figure that money gets you what you want, and it's not. Money don't buy you happiness, and the damn sure ain't gonna buy you love.
It only gets you so far.
Yeah.
Because if your money runs out or your money gets shaky, what else do you have? Same way if you have a woman with a beautiful body, just beautiful. If she has an accident or something happens to her, what else does she have to give that man?
And it ain't even got to be an accident. Okay, y'all get married, but you married her off of her looks. What's gonna happen when she 80? And y'all still married?
Or she
ain't
had that
gonna
first
look
baby.
like she did when or that. You know what I mean?
She had that first baby and that weight don't go nowhere.
Gravity will defy us all at some point.
No, definitely, and also things do change as far as mood set, minds, and all that good shit, and circumstances or whatever. So I agree with the panel of men on this side, and of course, what you guys speaking to. Yes, from my standpoint, I want to be wanted too, and I'm wanted right now, which is where I made the decision that I just recently made. So it's like, you so silly. But no, thanks, sir. Let that thing finish. That thing's long.
That shit was super long last time.
So I think men, we should work on that further to be further wanted and not necessarily always needed.
Right.
Because
I don't know.
Go ahead.
But in those
I don't know,
situations, you also
because
set yourself up to be used, and then you're like, all women do is just use us for this, that, and the third.
But if you don't put your all into it and give all that you got, you'll never know if it was really what you were supposed to have.
True.
So people go in there and they shut themselves off and they got these walls up because they've already been in bad situations. Like, oh, I've been hurt before. Okay, you've been hurt before. We talking about now. This is present.
Right.
You can't keep living in that past because you let their trauma determine the relationship you're in now. You ain't gonna never have one that survive.
Right.
So, yeah, fuck all
Men
that.
and
Every
women
time,
are both guilty of doing it.
so every time you gotta go in. If you gonna decide you want to try with this person, you gotta go in. You can't sit there and be like, well, that's kind. And they be talking about red flags, and it's like, well, some of the red flags that you see are because you are trying to make them red flags. Because see, just because the last person started off like that and it ended like this, don't mean that person is the same person.
Yeah.
And but that person can only be a different person if you're a different person, because you are what you attract. That's the law. This is the law of attraction.
Yeah.
So it's like if you've changed and grown in certain areas in certain ways, that mean that the next person that you meet has potentially changed and grown in those areas as well.
And I stand firm on that because I even noticed just a different pattern in myself after every relationship.
Yeah.
Like every next boyfriend was better than the last.
Yeah.
I mean, there's still like
it's because you got better after every one.
You know what I mean? But they were still better than the last one. You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
No,
It's like you learn and you apply what you learn
exactly
to actually look more deeper into a man. Be like, wait a minute, I didn't like this, and let me elevate myself.
Yeah, and like he's saying with the law of attraction, I'm not gonna attract that same kind of energy to me because I've elevated some energy myself.
So you meet people on your level.
Right.
Yeah. And a lot of people be like, you see them on social media all the time, be like, why I keep running to the same ninjas?
Yeah.
Because you the same girl.
Right.
You the same girl. Ain't nothing changed about you.
Ain't
nothing changed about you. You changed your hair. You changed your makeup style. You changed your clothes. You might even bought your body. But you still the same on the inside. All that is irrelevant.
And Slater, I think we talked about that before, maybe just on an episode with just me and you, where I was talking about at some point I have to take the step back and figure out what is wrong with me for me to keep attracting this. Because granted, maybe it's not my fault, or I didn't play a role in you cheating on me. I didn't play a role in you putting your hands on me. You know, like those kind of things. But at the same time, I'm still attracting that energy. Yeah. So there have been plenty of times where I was like, okay, hold up. I don't need to date nobody until I figure out what's going on in me. Do that shadow work. Try to get to the root of the problem so I can stop attracting this same
energy.
And
a lot of people, they just serial monogamous. Like they just serial relationship people. They just gotta have somebody. But you ain't giving and you haven't given yourself time to grow. You ain't giving yourself time to figure out where you keep going wrong.
Yeah. And really, that's a trauma response.
Yeah,
and that's what a lot of people don't realize. And it may not be just a trauma response in your relationship patterns. It could be a trauma response from childhood.
No facts.
Subconsciously, you feel like you need this. Yeah. Maybe you have a parent that abandoned you, or maybe whether it's two parents in the household or not, you could still feel some level of abandonment somewhere. And typically, that trauma response to abandonment is holding on. And that's when you like develop those different attachment styles that I spoke on before. Like you've got the anxious attachment style, you got the avoidant, and then you got and then you got the secure, and then you can have a combination. I can't talk today clearly. Combination of the anxious, I know, right? Of the anxious and avoidant. But anyway, and typically those people that are responding to those traumas, whether it's from adulthood, childhood, anything, they are the ones that end up with either the avoidant attachment style or the anxious or a little bit of both. And that's when you run into those people that are serial monogamous. They can't be without somebody, but at the same time, they're not healing themselves to a point to really be with somebody in a healthy manner.
And be with a person. Okay.
Good question.
Because even then, with that person, they're still anxious about it. Is he going to leave me? Is he going to leave me? Well, then he leaves me. Let me get the next person that gives me attention. Is he going to leave me? Is he going to leave me?
Yeah.
And then it's a cycle.
Gotcha. Next question.
So I do have a question.
Go ahead, Moso.
And this question is not pertaining to relationship. This question is pertaining to men and their children.
Okay.
Why is it if it does not work out with the mother,
Gotcha.
or even if you don't like the mother, the child has to suffer? Why are men so comfortable with pretty much saying fuck their kids? Like, why do the child have to suffer just because you feel some type of way? And then, hold on. And I'm saying, if the mother doesn't keep you from the child, the mother, even if she doesn't like you, if you're a good father, she put her pride to the side and still let you see your kid, try to let you see your kid, but the man just said, fuck his kid. Why does the child have to suffer?
Go ahead.
Go ahead on.
Because they pussy.
And that's where I'm going to go to.
Because they some hoes.
Yeah, that's no excuse. I'm going to be honest with you.
It's not.
Cowardice.
And so,
that's some hoes.
no matter how difficult the relationship ended on, like even myself, I went through a messy divorce. Now, my children, they are, right now, I love my kids and I do the best I can, but they're only dealing with me when they want money. That's where we're at right now.
But you know, that's kids.
Well, I'm just, there's some distance now. They've since moved to a different state.
Okay.
And I do try to communicate them as much as possible. But to those particular men, they're not even men to me because
They not.
No, because you cannot. Oh man,
How can you see yourself?
Yeah.
How can you see yourself in them and not love them and want everything for them? And
Especially
be right there
when
with
they-
them?
The reason
Especially
why
men
I
with
said that
boys.
because my son that I'm going through issue with right now, he had a son. He has my oldest grandson.
Yeah.
He literally has nothing to do with him. Like, he made this girl take 2 DNA tests, and he still hollering about the DNA test. Like, but the girl he's with now, he's all about that baby. And it bothers me because it's like I've never kept any of my kids from their dad. And to watch him do and my grandson is the splitting image of my son. So to watch him do my grandbaby like this, it enrages me. Like, before me and him got into it, he stopped talking to me because I was helping his baby mama. He was like, how you gonna choose her over me? It ain't about you. When she gave me my grandson, she became part of my family. I can't love my grandson if I don't love her.
And see, that's what it is with him. See, he's scared the girl that he with now is gonna leave him because of the girl and the baby that he got.
No.
Yeah.
No, it ain't even that because they wasn't. It was a separation between relationship.
I'm not saying. I'm saying, see, his relationship with his kids is contingent on his relationship with the girls.
Right.
See, he feel like if I interact with them, then I might lose this one. And see, he not man enough to sit here and be like, hey, this is my child. I ain't got no dealings with her mama. I need you to understand it. If you're not going to understand it, then we got a problem because my kids come first.
Right.
See, he ain't man enough to sit there and say that. So he feel like, okay, in order to hold on to this, I got to let that go. Not man enough to try to figure out how to make it all
and
work.
that leads to like a whole bunch of lack of maturity. Because
Yeah.
I cannot fathom a man out here with children or a child and go and wake up every day and live life without taking care of that responsibility, obligation, or just that love that child or children need. Because I can't fathom.
I also think that there's a level of selfishness.
Well, that's a lot.
You
That's
know
a
what I
big,
mean?
yeah.
Like he's just only thinking about himself.
But
Yeah.
and
But
you know,
then-
you are right because when him and the girl he with was on the verge of breaking up, he made the comment. He's like, "Well,
I might as well go back to it.
No, he was like, "Well, I guess I'll just work and just see my kids whenever." And I was trying to talk to him. I was like, "Just because y'all not together, don't mean you can't have a relationship with your kids. And like as his mama, I know he like when we were talking, I feel like I was like, where did I fail? Even though I know you didn't I know that, but that's just as being a parent. I was like, where did the disconnect? Because again, I've never kept them from their dad. I'm them parents. If you got a girlfriend, you want to keep my kids, come get them.
So can I ask a follow-up question? I know I can, but I still have to ask. And I'm understanding what you just spoke to. Where is the father to talk to his son about what's going on? That's when men should lead and say, "Hey, come here, son.
And you're right.
Let's take a ride real quick."
Fortunately,
this is what this is what your mother's telling me.
But unfortunately,
and I don't like what I'm hearing.
He was there, but his dad's mom took too much time up with him. She made up for what he didn't do. He was there physically sometimes, but he lived his own life.
Oh, so he didn't have the right example.
So, but okay, you're right. So that was then, right? And I know that kind of speaks to the past trauma not really resolving itself. But today, like yesterday, like did a phone call take place? Listen.
Because basically with that son, the only thing he does to everybody is suck money out of them. That's it. He calls people and suck money out of everybody.
Yes, I understand
so
that.
Are you asking like how active is his dad on trying to connect with him and straighten him out?
He doesn't. My son doesn't listen to anybody. If you don't agree with him,
but I hear you. The son may not listen, but that still does not take.
I don't know because.
Call him like listen. This
that I don't know because
but then it's just gonna go like this.
Once my kids get a certain age, I don't communicate with the dad unless it's an emergency because
they're grown.
No. I'm saying like unless it's a life and death emergency, you have contact with your own dad. I don't have to talk to.
And I understand that, but I think
because you grown, so it's like I did my part. I got you to the 18. Now y'all relationship is on y'all. I made sure he was around when you were growing up as much as I could. Yeah, I get that.
But will you agree that, and also the panel can speak to this, would it be beneficial if there's just an emergency? Like, let's just reach out to him this one time,
and tell him, hey, this is what's going on.
And can you please just do this and then leave it alone?
I have done that. When he got in trouble the first time and he got back to me, I called his dad. It's like there's no accountability on this side. I called his dad and told him what was going on and told him, hey, they said this is my son. He was like, how that's his car? So every time, even with the situation that happened with my son, and I called his dad, his grandma, all the thing they had to say was, oh, he need Jesus. Grandma got him out of jail and was like, well, I didn't want him to spend Christmas in jail. He was not working. He jumped on me. How do y'all think it's okay to get him out? So there's no accountability on that side of the family. So for me to even call them, the response that I'm supposed to get as an adult, it's like it's not there. It's just like, oh, I'm so sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
But it's still like, let me help Caleb. Let me baby Caleb up. We need to save him. So that's pretty much why he's like this, because he's never had to. Every time he puts himself in a situation, his grandmama, not even his dad, his grandmama comes to his rescue, which you are handicapping him.
Enabling.
At almost 22 years old, he hasn't had any repercussions for any of his actions.
Well, then I guess
Sarah Huckabee gonna give him something.
So I guess in conclusion of this particular question, and like hopefully that does improve. But when it comes to a man not wanting to be there for the child or the children, like we spoke to, that's some pussy shit. That's not man shit. That's terrible. Like there's really no excuse.
Because I don't understand how can you create something and just say fuck it.
On the rare circumstance, I'm not saying this is a good thing. And this is not your situation, but let's say man, woman meet. It's some straight one night stand, casual shit.
That sounded very biblical.
Well, I'm gonna keep bare bones here. In my example. And then a child comes from this casual situation, and the man says, well, you knew how we met.
That's still pussy shit.
I hear you. Okay, I gotta go here a little bit. Let's say the man, what you gonna do? Terminate the pregnancy. It's the woman's choice at the end of the day. Yeah. I know you may not agree, but sometimes a woman says, I'm going to have a baby anyway, but the man showed you he wasn't interested in having a child with you, and you still went forward. Those circumstances happen.
But that man should have used protection.
Nah, that man shouldn't have fucked her because even protection can still go
But
bad.
he should have. He either shouldn't have had sex or
No,
he should have
because
took
every
the
time,
right precautions.
every time you fuck, every time you have sex with somebody, you know it's a possibility.
Of course.
So if you're gonna sit here and decide that you want to tie your spirit to him, if you want to sit here and have this connection with him, even if it's just for a fraction of a second of a minute,
Yeah.
if it comes from it, you stuck with it.
AK, I'm there with
So
you.
so it's
You know
like
what I'm
this.
saying?
So it's like, yeah, it's their choice. And it's like, what you gonna do? Like, I'm telling you I don't want it, but at the same time, like, I'm grown. Like,
That's
I
not
knew,
an option
but I
anymore for
knew
abortions.
it is in Illinois.
But what if? But what man is gonna say? What man really gonna be like?
Yeah,
I know a few
know.
of them that done drove
Yeah.
down there. What the fuck do you mean?
I hear you. That's
I don't know where you
I
at.
can't have
I don't know
kids
where
no
you
more.
at, but out there,
yeah.
shit,
in
if
the world where
they
I
both agree that they don't want it,
I can't have no kids. That's one.
man, I swear to God, I call my brother,
But
I call my dog like, hey, say what you doing. He was like, nothing.
take a
Going to
trip real quick.
Illinois real quick.
So, like I said, I just want to just point that out briefly because I know sometimes that could be the circumstance where the man showed he didn't want to have any interest in that particular aspect of life. You still went forward with it. Hey, I'm not excusing it, but I just know that happens.
Yeah, it happened, but it's still fucked up. It's
No, I
still,
agree.
It's
It's
still
still fucked
lame. It's still lame because you knew. Like, you knew it was a possibility. And that's your possibility. Oops, it happened. Now, it was only one night, so you want to make sure that's yours.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Most
So,
definitely.
make sure it's yours. If it's yours, you got to do it. You did it. Ain't nobody tell you to bust.
But
You can have sex and don't bust.
No.
Don't bust, bro.
I hear you.
Shit, bust later. Just enjoy the feeling. I mean, I'm just saying, like, it's too many.
Pre-com is definitely strong as that too.
Man, say,
But
you should have wiped it off.
hey, say less.
I'm just.
Why you down?
I
That's a
don't
good
know.
question. Though. Good question.
I'm 33 and I ain't got no kids, so I
Kalondra,
can't.
You got a question? You got to be quiet.
I'll ask a question, but I don't know if it's gonna relate to what we talking about. I mean, because Country Wayne was just on, you know,
Shay Shay.
Shay. And Shay Shay asked him, do women or men cheat more? And I, you know, it's like something
So
that's
we
been
can.
kind of
That's a
my
question
brain.
we can answer. So
Yeah.
So
I think
for
it's the
events-
same.
well, trust me, I got it. We're gonna do another reset because that's a good question.
I want to pop me some popcorn for this.
Let her get her popcorn going. Subscribe to the channel. Hey, so men out there, if you're watching, the same question these women just posed up to this point, put your comments in the, of course, in the comment section below, your answers, and hey, thanks for watching thus far. If they got the actual popcorn, we are back. So the question that Kalondra had posed, can you say it again for those who may have missed the transition?
So, on Club Shay Shay,
Yep.
shout out to Club Shay Shay, because mess with us, you
Yeah.
know, we there too. But
Thank you.
he had comedian
Country Wayne.
Country Wayne
Yep.
on his show, and
Yep.
he asked, you know, do men or women cheat more? And
Yes.
Country Wayne said,
What did he say?
he said women because men stupid. That's what he said. Now,
I would say now there's statistics and also just your own anecdotal
well,
evidence.
let me finish that. Hold on. He didn't say men stupid. He said men are stupid because if they knew how much a woman cheats,
They wouldn't cheat.
they wouldn't cheat.
Ooh, that's true.
And so therefore, then we wouldn't have cheaters.
And then they say that
But so
women
I
are more
that's
smarter
what he said.
when it
That's
comes
what he
to.
said.
And so that's what I'll get to. So according to,
Women
even if
smart.
you look at this like from the statistics and overall just anecdotal evidence, we're about the same. Because when a man is doing this thing, he's doing it with other women. So like Chris Rock said it more famously. He said men are just as faithful as their options. We're pretty much doing this. We're all in the same game. So it's really about the same. I see where Country Wayne was speaking to. Yeah, women are smarter because if
You had to blow on that one.
well, because if you're real out here in the field, depending on the man you cheat on, he may kill your ass. And that part, not for real.
Shots fired.
I'm serious because, and women will too. Cause I mean, my mother killed my father, and so and well, there's more to it. But if you out here, let's say you're married, because I'm all about I promote marriage. You have to
Shout out to the mayor.
don't choke,
Don't
AK. Oh, okay, say less. So, if you are married and you fuck with a man's wife, he liable to kill both of y'all because it's an
They'll do his part.
it's a yeah, that part, and also it's an investment from all different levels, from an emotional investment, mental investment, financial investment. So if you step out on me, especially who you fucking with, like you can really fuck a man's mind up.
Didn't it just happen sometime last year? The UPS, was it UPS?
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah.
And then the husband came home and killed them both.
Well,
basically, if you see the ring, don't put them on your team.
No, for real. Because you gotta be very careful because you're playing people's emotions.
Well, there's so many people that don't even wear rings nowadays.
And that's unfortunate. And so so I think it's equal. Because
But you know what I say? We in the world to where now if you start dating somebody, Court Connect is your best friend. Because you will find out if they married because it's public record.
It is.
And then you
Court
Connect, yeah.
Say it to
Everybody
people
be
at
on there looking. They already know out there.
Yeah, they do.
They be posting it on. They be posting it on social media. They'll look up and see a person's whole history if they married, divorced, if they got charged,
court,
if they been in jail.
like Court Connect.
And it's not gonna blur it out. You gotta pay $1.99.
Hey, what's up, JD? You watching?
It is completely free.
Oh, Court Connect. I'm on y'all ass now.
You just taught me something.
I'm on y'all
I look
ass
it up all the
Your
time.
brother watch. Say hello to your
I know.
brother.
I
They
said,
already
hey,
said
best friend.
You late? They already said it.
I'm sorry.
Anyway, Court Connect will tell you if a person is married, if they're divorced, how many marriages, how many divorces, but it also gives you their criminal record if they have one.
Okay.
And like some folks around here playing like they all this, that, and the third, and then you pull them up on Court Connect and they a pedophile. I got a daughter. That's kind of I need to know that kind of
Do
stuff.
it tell about everybody in the world? Like if it don't matter where you come from,
Well,
Florida, Texas.
I don't look. I mean,
Well,
I
baby,
think
that's
you
United
can.
States,
I
that's
think
not
you
the
can do it for different
Yeah, we
states.
do different
but
states.
What I'm talking about is for Arkansas.
Okay, I'm on
But
y'all
actually,
ass.
no. I think you have to put the state that you're
Yeah,
looking
you
for
gotta
the
put
person
the state,
in.
Yeah,
So,
I know the state. I'm on your name.
And all you have to you just need their name and a birthday if you got their birthday or something like that. But really, you can just do it off.
Did you have something to add to that, AK, about the question that she posed? Are you good with my answer?
Women just smarter cheaters. They sneaky as fuck. Gotta know they sneaky as fuck and they, boy,
Be careful.
they cold.
Be careful.
I believe it. I believe women are very malicious.
I think what it is, women cheat with a purpose. Men just cheat because they
And that's what
thinking
makes
they
it
did.
so much.
They thinking what they did.
Yeah,
And that's
that's
what
what makes
If
it.
we gonna cheat, we gonna make sure this man know how to keep his mouth closed. We gonna make sure this man is giving us something that's worth our time cheating with men. A lady can be like, "Hey, you cute, really? Come here."
Yeah, they say a lot of times when the woman is cheating, it's because of emotional lack
Lack
of
of,
home
yeah, lack
and
of
what
something.
they're getting from this other person.
And that's why I hurt dudes more
Because they
than
know
hurt women because
she'll
see
sleep
dudes
with
can
the same
just
man for 10 years.
because dudes can just fuck and fuck and fuck and fuck different people.
Yeah.
But with a woman, it's an emotional thing because
Yeah,
a
of course.
woman is more in tune with herself to where she's not just finna let anybody just fuck.
Right.
So it's like shit. If she didn't cheated, dog, you probably already lost her.
Enough facts. Any another question? Come on, ladies. It's three of you guys.
So
Okay.
All right, go, Kalani.
I don't know.
Okay, so I have a question. Why is it that if a woman is pretty much being everything a man wants to be, want her to be,
Okay.
you know, in his aspect, and he still doesn't do right, and she finally says she's done, why do y'all wait until you pretty much done lost her to want to act right, and you're only acting right because you know she gone? Why is that? Why couldn't you do right when she was all head over heels for you?
Because you never know what you got until it's gone.
But you do know what you have.
You didn't realize it though. Because you had it from the jump,
AK
so you
University.
just being content with it. You know what I mean? It's been right there, so you don't know what it's like not to have it. Because when you get with them, you forget about how it was before you met them.
Yeah.
So when you get it, it's like
You done got
this is what it is. You
done got
comfortable.
comfortable.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. The
And
blinders are on.
so
and you taking
when
it
they
for
go,
granted.
and you like, damn, you be like, man, them motherfuckers out there, they ain't talking about shit. Them girls out there, they ain't talking about nothing. Like, I had something good, and then you want to go try to get it back.
So then,
It's
let
a
me ask
growing
question
period.
on that though. What do y'all say about the women who constantly have exes? And it could be exes from 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Constantly. At least once a year or every other year, they trying to come back.
Yeah.
The exes do?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Even from 15, 20 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's how you know she a good girl.
Ah! Oh,
They are. I mean, because everybody coming back for a reason. Now, hold on. Now, you need to shut that shit down. ASAP.
I ain't lying.
But,
I just had an ex-boyfriend that I like high school, early college. Send me what's that Casey and JoJo song?
All My Life?
No. The other one.
So he sent you a song to play.
Yeah, the one where they begging to come back.
No, that's not Bending Knee. I'm thinking
I'm
about Boys
begging
Men.
you. Oh, fuck.
Telling me.
No.
Look at us.
I'm like, it ain't gonna
Baby,
be.
I'm begging, baby. I'm begging, baby.
Hold on. Let me see if I can.
So he sent you a song. What was his intent? He wants you to come back to him, of course. Look like it.
He begging for a bag.
Why she find
But honestly, I do
forget
get
my
that a lot.
question.
I get a lot of people that I've either dated or I was in an actual relationship, like literally years later.
Yeah, that's because they see your growth. They see your growth and they see your power, and they like,
see,
damn.
There's some value here. I'm where I'm at in my life. Let me see if she really
They could still be lacking.
No, you're right.
They could still be lacking, but they like, damn, I should have never let her get away. Look what she doing with herself. Like, damn.
All these other bitches I done gave my energy and time to, they ain't worth a damn.
Right.
But here go Dorinda.
Then you got some people who do it just to see if they can still get it.
Yeah.
Depending on, and also because it depends on the level. Like, if did y'all fuck in the past and y'all just
They exes, of course they fuck.
Well, yeah, you're right.
These ain't just people she knows. She said these were exes, meaning that
You're
they
right.
were people she was with for a duration of time.
The dick went inside. You're right.
Or the cat just went on top.
Crazy. It's crazy. That was our goal.
Crazy.
Yeah.
That's a
Oh
thing.
my yeah.
Oh, that's kind of on the fence.
So if you get that kind of music, don't even entertain.
I know.
Yeah, don't even, please.
Run.
Yep, no, for real. Block.
That one
yeah.
kind of.
Yeah.
Now that's too much.
That's
too
on the
much.
fence.
Because this is a good
I could have
song.
thought of a couple.
No, the song is
could've
good.
said.
But the
But
nature.
if you really listen to the lyrics, though, it's just she left him.
Yeah.
And he's like apologizing.
Yeah.
Cause I was like, wait,
Yeah.
which song is this? I had to go and listen to it. And he's like, please come back for me. You said you loved me.
So,
Please. Like, come back.
I have a
back.
follow-up question with, I know we're kind of off topic, but with this individual or individuals, with the nature of that song and the lyrics, does it like correlate? Like, okay, it makes sense. Like, were y'all together that long for this to be this kind of sentiment, or it's just like?
Yeah, we were together for a long time. That
okay.
boyfriend, but we've been broken
Yeah,
up
that's
since we
fine.
were like 19, 20 years old.
Oh, I thought she said 19.
No.
That was like,
I'm like, you was around for the First
you and your
World
math,
War?
no, earlier.
yeah, they say I don't know math.
Yeah, for the real.
Yeah, I
they
have a
said-
high school diploma.
they
Thank
said
you
you
very
don't know
much.
math.
Yeah,
no.
so
I
we were
is
together
small.
pretty much all of high school, well, most of high school, and then
Did you entertain
like
this
my
guy?
first
Did you follow
year
up
of
this guy?
college. No,
Okay, good,
I have zero interest there.
good. So if
None.
he's listening, thanks for no thanks.
Right.
Sorry, but not sorry.
Damn, they shot you down on here, bro. Keep hope alive,
Kalani
man.
said she had a question.
If you be
Go ahead,
persistent,
Colin.
it might pay off.
Go
She
ahead,
might have
Clark.
forgot it now.
Oh, sorry, Clark. Go ahead.
Because
What's
I
the
did
question?
say that. Oh, so why do men want to make or have to make more money than the woman?
They don't.
I know.
Well,
But I'm just saying.
so the answer he spoke to, they don't. With that said, though, traditionally, and sometimes the generation we're conditioned that when more money is made on my side, it could be a control thing, power, or just a level of respect they think the women may or may not have for them. Because okay, you make less than me, guy, a man, a nigga, or whatever, and say, who are you to tell me and dictate how this thing go in this household? It could be like that.
Do you
So-
think it's also related to the whole need thing?
I think they tied.
Yep.
Go ahead.
I do.
Speak more, AK.
Because we back talking about materialistic and monetary things. When we talking about that, we saying that a person feel like this is something that's required for you to need me. They ain't understanding 3 things that you need: water, food, and shelter.
Yeah.
Get it. Don't have me on here with popcorn and
No,
my
it was
shit.
bothering me. I tried.
I appreciate you. But no, so it's like monetary, I don't know, it ain't that deep to me. Because, and I just feel like if you make more money than me, that's motivation for me. I mean, because don't get me wrong, I'm championing you. Like, I like the fact that you make more money than me because I want you to be able to take care of yourself.
Yeah.
Because, shit, I might take care of you, but hell, I don't want to. You know what I mean? Like it's not a need for me to sit there and take care of you. Now it's my need to sit there and spoil you. It's my need to love you. But see, it's on a deeper and emotional level. This materialistic shit. If we together, then it's ours. So it's like I might just contribute a little bit, but it ain't gonna always be like that. Why? Because I'm on my grind to get where I'm going.
So, real quick clarification, so to speak. He said, if we together, then it's ours. Together is in marriage. Then you saying that?
Yes, I'm
or
saying
like
marriage.
you my boyfriend and you think
No,
that-
marriage.
No.
Marriage.
But look, hold on, wait. But at the same time, hold up though, because they say in their good book, I don't even really fuck with that good book, but they say in their good book that he who findeth a wife findeth a good thing. Okay, they don't say he who findeth a girlfriend.
Exactly.
They don't say he who findeth a woman. So it's like if we together because we can see ourselves already being this in the future. That's what we're working towards. That's the goal. So it's like we don't start ours when we finally say I do, because that's just on paper. We don't start then. Like we've been building this whole time. So it's like if you got something that needs to be done and you ask me, then yeah, I give it to you. And then it should be that same reciprocation.
Right.
Because it's when you're doing it together, you ain't saying, yeah, here go my bank account, here go my access. No, you ain't saying that.
Yeah.
But you saying like, we here, we help each other, we support each other.
Yeah.
So it's like shit. You ain't got it. Okay, well, here, I got it this time.
Yeah.
Okay, well here, I got you on this one.
And I understand what you're saying, but in just how I view it, it's a little bit different than saying this is ours. Because if this is ours, you have access to my stuff. As my husband, you would be able to go pull money out of my bank account if you needed to, because I can add you on there, and vice versa. But if you're my boyfriend,
No.
I'm gonna support you the same way you support me. But that don't mean that my money is your money.
But the
and
only
your money
difference
mine.
is who accessing it though. Because if it's your boyfriend, then you already at the point to where it's like, if he say that he having trouble with this right here, you just gonna go access it. Okay,
Exactly.
it's the same
That's
thing though. The core value of it is that it's no longer yours because you gave it to him. So
It's the support behind it.
Yeah.
So it's just a
I
clarification.
would just prefer,
in
with that
subject.
mindset, that husband and wife.
Yeah.
I follow up, and you can answer this too, AK. Let's say the circumstance where the woman has a career where she does make more. Will y'all still, not saying you guys, but I guess you can answer for women. Will you allow the man to still dictate?
I would prefer the man to still dictate.
Call it a dictate.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or
Handle.
yeah, I don't either.
I would
lead.
prefer the
To
man
lead.
to be able to
To
lead.
Yeah,
to
because
lead.
dictate,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah,
That's
is.
dictatorship. That's Kim Jong Un in North Korea.
Yeah.
So, but okay, lead in a way where he still has.
Head of household.
Head of household
that
say-
kind of umbrella.
I have.
Yeah.
Okay, so no problem.
Believe it or not, they like this shit. Like women who, like CEOs and women who have to be in control and be in power all day at work or in their jobs, their profession, their life. They like when they can come home to a man and that man can
Fulfill that role.
can
Yes.
fulfill that role
Gotcha.
to where they can actually sit back
Yeah.
and they like I know that I can trust my man to sit here and do what needs to be done and take care of what needs to be done, how I need it done and how he need it done to make sure that we straight.
Cool
Yeah.
news. That's why
It's that whole, what do they say on social media? Rest in my feminine energy.
Yeah, resting in my feminine.
We hope-
I'm
we
in my
hope.
I'm in my soft girl era right now.
that's what they say.
Yeah.
We go, next
They
question.
ain't never had a soft girl moment.
No, you're right.
I have.
I ain't talking about you. I was talking about them out there.
You bitches. Go ahead.
I don't use that terminology.
I do.
Okay.
They're going to be
So,
talking about you in the comments. Don't use that as a real. They're going to talk about you. They say I can't add it. No,
okay.
no mouth.
This one is going to be a bit more personal, specific to y'all, because I know y'all can't speak for all men, but everybody has had to grow from something at some point in time.
Yeah.
So what are things that y'all have done as men
Okay.
to work on emotional health, mental health, relationship health,
Okay.
all of the health things?
I would definitely say therapy was the first step. Like in taking it seriously and actually putting what is learned, what is discovered, and put it to use immediately or in a decent time. Like don't wait 6 months later and you've been going to therapy for 9 months. But that was the first step. And also you got to kind of just actually set boundaries like initially, like right then, and stick to those boundaries because you can't continue to dabble and do certain things that you're never going to either remove yourself from certain patterns and overall habits, and also you may put yourself and open yourself to further damage
Right.
and do damage to other people that you were trying to build something with. So those are the first two things I did: therapy and build those boundaries and stick to those boundaries, and just addition by subtraction.
Yeah.
I went to prison.
But hold on though. But okay. But how did prison help you though?
Right.
Like
something had to happen where you had to make that mind change.
how did prison help you with making you a better person?
Prison made me a way better person.
But how? Because it's men that go to prison all the time,
and they still be fucked up.
What they learned, they've learned how to be a smooth talker.
Better criminal. Yeah.
They learn how to be a smooth talker. They learn how to talk a good game because all you have is time to learn instead of actually working on yourself. Learn how to be more manipulative. So. Because I've known people that's in jail that you think they come out to be a better person, but all they did was shed their skin, but they still the same snake with different skin.
But they were already snakes, so you can't.
But what I just said, they portray.
Snake can't be an eagle.
So back to you though. Answer the question. For those who didn't see Second Chances, he was on the Second Chances. But go ahead and speak. Answer the question.
Like the show?
No, Dorinda, no.
He did print it. He said it like
He
that.
said he was on it.
Well, okay, my bad. Let me clarify. On a prior podcast on your 501 Witty, he showed up. He told his story, whatever. He spoke at length.
Oh, it was a title.
Yes. Second Chances was the title of the podcast, and he was on here.
Okay.
For those who didn't see it, but answer the question, so Mo just put you towards you.
Prison helped me because it gave me time to sit down. And with that time to sit down, I was able to sit there and actually reflect on who I was and how I ended up there.
But the crazy part about it is, and I hate to put you in the box, but
Go ahead.
I haven't found anybody
Put
that
me in the box.
Prove me different. Most men that go to jail and come out of jail, they don't know how to be faithful. They don't know how to be committed. They get one woman that's gonna be their ride or die, but they take her through the mud and back. They drag her to hell and back, and they expect her to stay.
Yeah.
So it's like. And most of them, when they get out of jail, they hurry up and jump in a relationship. But why would you want to be held down by one woman when you've been in jail all this whole time and had no woman? Yeah. Why do they do that? Why do they get out of jail and want to jump in a relationship?
I can't speak on that.
I mean, that's just a man thing.
No, I'm saying I can't speak on it because
that's not you.
Yeah, that's not my story.
Oh, okay.
I had.
Go on, tell on yourself.
I didn't have no lack of women in prison.
Okay, say less. Understood.
But
back to the growth. You talking about the growth?
I want to know. You said you had time to reflect and all of that stuff, but what sparked the change from that reflection? Like, what in you said, I cannot come out of here and be
I had
the
a
same
dream.
person?
I had a dream. It was like.
Okay, Martin.
No, like this real shit.
I had a dream.
Like this real shit. I was in the Supermax.
Yeah.
I was in the Supermax, one man cell, 23-1. And I had a dream that scared me so much in my dream where I woke up crying. And it was about my family. And and I know it's just metaphoric because the situations just didn't correlate. But when I woke up crying, I said, you know what, I don't want to be like this no more. And I told God, and I told him, I said, man, whatever you need me to do, whatever work you need me to do and put in, like, I'm going to put it in. I'm like, because I don't want to be like that, because I know eventually it'll lead to my family being like that. Right. And so, like I said, Supermax 2012, and shit, I was just like, yeah. So I just started looking more inside me and trying to figure out where I was going wrong, where the trauma that I had when I was a child, how it affected me and how deep-rooted it was, because I didn't know why I was like I was, but I needed to figure it out. Because if you don't figure it out and face it, you'll never get over it.
Right.
So.
Okay, I got two more questions off of this. So what have y'all done now that you've gotten to this better place? What are you doing currently to maintain this better state?
I would say being consistent. Like we spoke about this before, and I speak about this at length all the time. I wake up every day with a sense of purpose. God gave me a gift, and y'all know what I'm all about. I don't change from that square at all.
Yeah.
And then with that consistency, that keeps me focused. and I don't let nothing break my focus. I have a very small circle. I have my associates, my friends, and I let certain people in that I see value that can add to my life. But if you're not doing that, I don't even include you.
Yeah.
Because I'm 40. I don't got time for no bullshit, no dumb shit. You laughing, my nigga. You there too. You almost there too. You almost there too.
Why they be hating on 40?
I
ain't saying nothing about 40.
I'm just saying.
I fuck with the 40 ball.
It's all good. So that's
lovely
my
in
answer to that question, Dorinda. I stay consistent and stay focused, and I let nothing move me off my square. And God, of course, is the first, always the head of everything.
I stay hungry.
Yeah.
No, I'm not talking about food wise.
Right.
Yeah.
And you gotta
Hungry
eat.
for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm hungry for more, hungry for better. Like, you know what I mean? Hungry for
So
growth.
you're motivated.
I
Yeah.
instantly knew what that
I'm
meant.
always motivated. I'm always dedicated. Anything that I do, it's always gonna be to the best of my ability. Like
Yeah.
I don't sit there and slack on nothing.
Right.
Like I just seen a post that I had put up like in 2011. Just came up on the memory. It was like, it said for real.
I'm laughing because
He laughing because I was locked up in
that's why I laugh.
2011 and I had a phone.
Yeah, say
and I had a phone.
Yes,
But it was
good.
like I'm always serious. People be wondering why I don't play, and I'm like, I'm always serious because life is serious.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You enjoy the good moments through it, but bro, you gotta be serious about the stuff you do. You gotta
Kind
be
of like I played with my life and it landed me here, so now it's time for me to
yeah.
put my grown
But
man
even when I was younger, like I play. Like I joke around every now and then, but I'm serious about what I got going.
Yeah.
Like when I got motion, like I'm serious about it.
Yeah.
And I get so tunnel vision I have to explain to people. Like I had to explain to my girl. I'd be like, she be like, when you get in this zone, like you don't want to be bothered. And I'd be like, cause I got tunnel vision. You know what I mean? I block out everything. And it's like I'm just here until it's done. And you know, sometimes it's a good thing, sometimes it's a bad thing because you gotta have balance. You gotta be able to give people their time.
Right.
And I just be like, let me
I'ma
make it
work
up to
on
you
it.
later.
Yeah.
Let me make it up to you later.
Gotcha.
Because I need you to understand this is me. And like it pay off. And like so with me starting my business and me doing what it is that I do, it's like if I don't give it what it needs to be got, then I'm sitting here playing. I ain't gonna get nowhere.
Are you communicating that to her?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Is she understanding it completely? Is it the comprehension there completely? Not yet, but we working on it.
Yeah.
You know, because
Well,
at the same time, you still
are
got to
you
understand
able
that
to-
she need what she need,
This
and
is
she
my
need it
second
from me.
question, by the way. But are you able to identify when you're about to go into that tunnel vision mode?
Yeah.
Okay, so are you communicating it before or after?
No, I communicated right then. I'd be like, hey. She'd be like, what you doing today? I'd be like, well, I got this to do, this to do, this to do, this to do.
Okay,
And it's
so
like, all right.
my point in that is, can you identify it early enough to back up to say, hey, babe, this is about to come up. I just need you to be prepared because when I'm in this mode, you know how I get, but I'm still be here after.
Yeah, but you know, sometimes when schedules don't align, when y'all finally do tap in with each other, she be like, what you doing? I'm like, I'm doing this. And then,
As a reminder, or
no, this currently, like it's in the present moment.
yeah, I got you.
Cause you know, it might be 2 or 3 hours. A person might be asleep or something, but
I
you
got you.
already done started your mission. So it's like, when they wake up, they're like, what you doing? Be like,
But they can wake up to a text
Just
with
telling
the
them what they-
information.
what-
I'm
they
speaking
could.
because,
They could. You're
like,
right.
hypothetically, look, I'm a host.
She trying to say hypothetically, y'all. Hypothetically.
If I was your girl, I would be way more understanding and way less feelings hurt if I could even wake up to a text
Yeah.
that's giving me that warning that you're about to go in this mode because I've already experienced it with you. But now you're communicating more clearly and better and beforehand to where I can prepare myself mentally and emotionally to still be there and not be upset during
I
those
ain't
moments.
tried it, but I'm gonna try it just to come back later and be like, yeah, that shit didn't work.
But
I'ma
you
try.
come back and
Well,
say
it
it
did.
did work.
Yeah.
Thank you,
9 times out of 10 it will work,
Uh-huh.
especially if she's self-sufficient and she don't need to be around you all the time. But that is irritating when all you're asking is, if you're too busy, give me a heads up. And then I have to call you and, I'm busy, I call you, but why didn't you tell me before you got too busy?
Right.
But see, I'm the type of person though. I'm the type of person though. When you
Hold your
call,
response.
like,
I'm
hold
gonna
on, wait,
reset.
look.
Okay, I really want to get it off.
I'm the type of person where it's like, even if you sit there and tell me, I mean, if you call, like, no matter what I'm doing, I'm gonna answer. Like, I'm gonna answer, and I'll stay on there while I'm doing it with you. but I really want to be right here, but I'll stay on there with you.
But women can feel that. When you
No,
really
it's not. No, it's not negative energy. No, I'm gonna sit there and have a conversation.
I know, and
But
it
when you can tell when you don't have my singular focus.
Right.
I get it.
Yeah.
But you knew this is what I was doing.
No, she didn't.
No, she didn't.
Not until it happened.
You didn't tell her prior.
Yeah.
They're just like you know in the day. Okay, this is what I want to eat. You know you're gonna get hungry, so you gonna prepare before you
That's
eat.
a whole
It,
nother
no, it's not. It's
conversation.
the same. If you
No.
know
I'm talking
something-
about the eating part.
But I'm
like,
saying if you know something's coming up and you hadn't talked
look,
to
he
her,
want to reset so
then-
bad.
Go ahead, reset.
Go ahead. We'll finish it. Go ahead.
We had a great conversation. Communication is very much the key here. And we'll be right back. There you eat something. You was
I was
asking
like,
about
hold it, because it was good.
y'all going.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I was like, if your woman is if she's not have to be consumed by you, that is kind of disrespectful. Especially if she's told you, hey, if you get busy, just give me a heads up. And then it's like you continue to not even give her the heads up. So when she do talk to you, you like, hey, I'm busy, and she's like,
Nah, she don't ever say that.
In the event,
She's never asked.
in the event that she does.
like
I'm saying.
it's. I feel
Nah,
like
I'm never
that-
too busy for it.
But that's not what I'm talking about, because we are, like you said, you have your tunnel vision on. If she's a woman who doesn't need your validation all the time, every day, she would be okay if you just give her the heads up. Hey,
You don't think? Okay.
Not this one.
okay, well, I don't know what to say.
Well, so
I want to challenge you to try it though.
I'm gonna try
And
it.
see what happens. But you have to be accountable for yourself and give yourself enough time to identify when you're about to get in this mode, so you can communicate it beforehand.
go ahead, go. What?
Cause I told her last week, or the week before,
Okay.
that I was gonna come back up here.
Oh.
Before I just came here, cause I woke up and I seen your
Yeah,
text and
yeah.
I was like, damn, I forgot. And she was like, what you finna do? I said, I'm finna go up there.
Did you give her a reminder?
I needed a reminder.
But oh yeah, I forgot.
He said, "Oh man, I forgot. I'll be there." Blah blah blah. He came up here.
But I said I was gonna come back up here. So it's like you already know.
Potential that this day I'm going to be probably doing this thing.
So do you make, when you get so busy, do you make time for just her?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, calm down.
Does she really support you in your growth?
Yes. But not right here.
Okay.
But not right here.
Are there reasons why you don't have
Yes.
to share? Okay.
Because my ex was up here. We were out here.
That's why I was leaving it alone.
Okay, so then when
I
you're up
figured
here, have you ever offered for her to come?
Yes.
And she say no.
Yeah, she said she's straight on it.
Okay. Well, then she can't be mad.
But
that's
here's
just
the
me.
thing: if she's confident in the type of woman you are, type of woman she is, I wouldn't care that you was in the room with your ex, because I don't compete where I can't, where I don't compare. She is she, and I am me, and she ain't me, and she can't do what I do. So y'all can be in the room together. I don't care. She's an ex for a reason.
Y'all need
I'm
to do
just saying.
trust bonding exercises.
Right.
And see, that's what it was.
Because that was a
that's what it was.
coincidence that
when
y'all
we
was
first
in the
started
room
messing
together.
with each other.
Yeah.
When we first started messing with each other, like, I'm the type of person to where I don't need a title, but let me know what we got going.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, if we just getting to know each other, we just cool, you know what I mean? We just growing like that, and then you tell me, well, technically we not together. Oh, it's fair game. I can do what the fuck I want to do.
It is, but she didn't think that.
But it's the fact that okay, that happened. All of this shit happened when we wasn't actually together. But now that we actually moved into that place not too long ago, it's like you still holding on to everything that happened while we weren't together.
But she got some work she need to do. She
Because
got,
like you
she
said,
got to do some shadow work.
Yes, she does.
Yeah, it's
you
recent,
said not
yeah.
too long ago, so y'all are still kind of fresh into it.
Yeah.
Okay. She might just need some time, but y'all need to do some trust bonding exercise.
And like
She need to do some shadow
you
work.
know, you
Yeah.
already know. If she want to tag along, that's your choice. But she can definitely come through.
I
slide
definitely
through.
told her that she can
Yes,
go.
I mean, all are welcome, especially as you women grow into y'all. You get serious with somebody, you get serious with somebody. You want to bring them around. Bring them around. I don't give a fuck. Do your thing, cause we're a podcast family.
But this is what I said. I'm just like, that was then. This is now.
Yeah.
Me getting to know somebody, and me actually being involved with somebody are two totally different people.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you tell me technically we're not together,
then you're gonna act accordingly. I
Yeah.
would too. Yeah.
so it's like when you cross that threshold and you go into a different area, a different arena,
Yeah.
the rules are different. I'm different. Because now it's an expectation to it.
Yeah.
And it's not you expecting it from me, it's me expecting to hold myself to that standard.
Yeah.
But you gotta let go. You can't have them issues from there.
Yeah. She gonna have to work on that.
Yeah.
For real.
You say you had another question for us. Let's
Okay.
get to it.
So, now that y'all are where you are and you are maintaining this better you,
Yes, ma'am.
if you could go back to that previous you and tell them 4 words. Or anything,
Okay.
really. But I
Let's
said
say
4 words.
Jeez.
It could be more than that, whatever. But what would you tell that version of you as the you now?
I got my 4 words though.
Go ahead.
No. Right now.
Say it.
I ain't like that, Kalani.
Say it.
It will get better.
Oh,
Okay.
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 That's a good one,
I like
Clyde.
that.
What do you expect
Okay.
me to say? Calandra? I mean, I do get nasty sometimes, but
I was
they
just
got
gonna say eat more.
pussy.
Free,
I ate enough.
And okay.
I've ate enough.
I don't know.
I ate enough, Calandra.
Okay.
I mean, I eat from one plate now.
Okay.
And that's
Great.
delicious plate.
Not delicious. You got that
But now
yum.
it will get better. It will get better.
I like that. Okay.
I knew you like that shit. Go ahead.
Know who you are.
I like that one too.
Go watch his appearance. Second chances. This man is echoing some of the things he spoke on that thing before. Cause you right though. You are right. Know who you are.
But you gotta know who you are, and
No,
there's a
for
lot of
real.
people out here who don't know who they are, and that's why they walking around with different masks on, trying to pretend to be some people that they not.
That's true.
That's men and women.
When you know who you are able to step into your power.
No, for
Okay,
real.
Queen of questions over here that had already sparked another one.
I'm just saying.
Get
just
your
keep
roots. Go
going.
ahead.
So you're saying know who you are.
Yeah.
What are some tips that you would give to the younger generation now that are kind of in those spots where you were to help them get to where you are now?
Don't be scared of your own shadow.
Okay.
Ain't nothing wrong with looking back
Yeah.
because it's a shadow for a reason. It's behind you for a reason, but it's still there. Don't be afraid to look back and see what's going on. Don't be afraid to sit there and sit down and deal with what you feel is hurting you. Because if you let that hurt linger, it manifests and turn into anger.
That's good.
And that anger is what you project into the world. And the world is angry enough as it is.
Yeah.
So you gotta sit there and put in that work inside yourself. Because it's the only way you can align with your purpose.
Yeah.
It's the only way you can align with God, because see, God got a purpose and the situation is meant for every one of us. It might not be to be billionaires, but you know what? It might be just to sit here and sweep the fucking ground. But somebody gotta do it. It might be just to raise your kids, but somebody gotta do it. And you cannot do it if you don't know who you are. And you gotta take confidence and pride in it. People try to make pride be a bad thing, but it's not if it's controlled.
Right.
If you don't control your pride, then it turns into an ego. And I believe that ego is an acronym for edging God out.
I like it.
I like
Keep talking. Keep talking.
AK said he got a
Ain't by the button.
university too.
So it's like, you gotta always have God. And if you know who you are, that means that you know that God is sitting there with you and He's right there beside you and that He's in you. And if He's in you, nothing else can touch you.
And what
That's
this man,
preaching right there, y'all.
everything he just spoke to, yeah, I share the same sentiments because I do self-reflect all the time. So me, I think I talked about this before on the podcast. My brain, I can think about the past, the present, and the future all in the same thought, and I get on my nerves sometimes because I do this shit all the fucking time. And yeah, that's what I do. Every step I take in life, I'm always thinking about what I'm doing currently, what I did in the past, and how it's gonna look in the future. Whatever decision I'm making. And so it's just, I'm proud to put the ring on this woman's finger. I look forward to the future we're gonna have together. And I understand that what she brings, I assume all that too because I'm making her my wife. And so That part. And so I understand that my life is going in this direction. It's going in the right direction because the things that I've dreamed about, thought about, and formulated is coming to fruition. And so it's like I got to be doing something right.
Right.
Because this wouldn't be happening if I was not doing something right.
So believe in yourself.
For real, because God makes no mistakes. He makes no mistakes.
Yeah.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
Why is it that men are scared to be vulnerable and transparent after they've done it with one woman? Why do you guys shut down like that?
So I don't.
I was just say I don't either.
But I can see where, man. Let's say
I share too much.
Yeah, intrusive
My
thoughts.
mama say I'm too honest.
No, but don't change that shit.
I wouldn't dare. It's funny to me.
I do the same shit. Intrusive thoughts is real. But back to your question, some men, let's say this one man does let his emotions go to a woman, right? She may throw that shit back in his face. That happens. And so when that does take place, they're damaged from that, and they still don't come to the next one with a fresh slate. And they may just, saying the same lingering things may be there in his mind. Like, I'm not going to even do this with the next woman because the last one I did it with the previous girl, this took place. Potentially. But me personally, no. When I'm at home with my woman, like him, I may share too much. And because I just like to.
That's why I'm home with you, though. Like, that's why we actually share this space.
Yeah, I agree.
Because I need that vulnerable place. Because out there, I gotta be AK, but in the house, I gotta be Ashton. You know what I mean? Like,
you gotta conquer.
I gotta be malicious with the world at times. I gotta be able to take what the world gives me, and the world is cold and it's hard.
Yeah.
And it's hard on men, but it's definitely hard on black men.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like out there, I can't be what I want to be in there. But when I come in there with you, I'm not trying to put my weight on you to carry it, but I just need you to help me smooth it out. Like, and when I have them times where I don't want to talk, I need you to understand how to make me talk. See, and that's what we were talking about last time.
That's observing.
Yeah, it's like knowing the person that you with, and when you know them, you know how to help them. You know how to sit there and get them what it is that they need.
Yep.
Like, okay, he had a hard day. Okay, he might not want to talk, but you know what? Here, let me just go over here and hold him, because sometimes that's enough. And it's like when you talk that language that your person need, shit, it don't get no better than that. Yeah, and that's why you here with me. That's why you not just somebody who coming in every other day, we just having sex and you leaving. You know what I mean? You here with me constantly because you give me what it is that I need, and that's that space to be vulnerable. That's that space to have comfort. That's that space to sit there and feel loved and be able to sit there, tell my darkest secrets to my biggest dreams, tell when I'm hurting or tell when I need just a little bit of attention. Because when I come in there with you, the world just see me as a peon. And I could be making all the money in the world, but they just see me as small. But when I come in there with you, like, I'm your man, I'm your king. Like, so it's like you treat me the way that the world should see and treat me.
And then
if I can't get it nowhere else, I get it there.
And then when that takes place, it's reciprocated and it's given in return. When it comes to my woman, I'm there for her piece. And I tell my, shout out to Latrice, I tell her all the time.
I couldn't find one.
Your buddy. No, I tell her all the time, so listen, and we still working on this with her. That part.
No.
That's the wrong one. I'm sorry, Latrice. I'm sorry.
That's not the right one either.
He was just joking.
I was just bullshitting, girl. Yeah. Here you go.
But no, I tell her, I say,
here you go.
I know life can be challenging.
She the bomb.
Life can be challenging. I know sometimes, even I'm prepared that projection is real, right? Mm-hmm. She may be frustrated. It may be something that's just bothering her, and I get the brunt of it because I'm the only one she can take it out on, right? Mm-hmm. But I'd like to know, baby, I'm always gonna be your friend. I'm on the good side of things. I'm not your enemy. So, like, talk to me. Please.
I meant to tell you too. I was talking to some dude. I can't remember which one it is because so many people talk to me. Uh-huh. But he was like, "Man, I seen you on there," and it correlates. It's only gonna stop you.
Okay.
You're like, "Man, you know the girl that he finna get married to?" He said, "Man, I know. I grew up with her, man. I tried to get her forever, man." He was like, man, tell your cousin he got a good one, man. Like, he got a good one. Like, she didn't always been a good one. In my head, I'm like, bro, I don't give a fuck about telling him that. He know that he got him a good one. That's why he finna fuck him area.
Yeah.
You want me to sit here and tell him just, nah. I'm just really trying to get by, like, trying to go. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
So,
I can't remember who it was.
Tell me
But we
outline.
were sitting there talking, we were just
Yeah.
kicking it, and it turned into that. But when it turned into that, I was just like, time to go.
already. But no, so
It's that confirmation though.
Yeah, for real. Because
I mean, you knew it, but
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
confirmation.
Because you with her, like,
because
this
God
the
makes
person
no
you want to
mistakes.
spend your life
We
with.
compliment each other, and I tell her all the time, you know, I said, listen, this is not by mistake. It's happened for a reason at the time in which it took place. Because had we met 16 years ago, we probably wouldn't even
It wasn't y'all time.
that part.
It
And
wasn't
so
y'all
I was
time.
like,
Y'all wouldn't be right for each other. Y'all
fuck
wouldn't be
no,
ready.
not at all.
We always wanted to happen on our time. It's always on God's time.
So you're right overall, but me personally, I leave that shit alone. I don't even do that no more. And unfortunately, life situations got me matured faster than I should have matured. But it's like, yeah, I let God have it. You know what I'm saying? I just do what I need to do the work, and it's working. Cause I'm rich. I'm not rich just in money. I'm rich in just my morals. I'm rich in my family. You're so stupid. I'm rich in just my understanding of life. I'm rich in just the love in which I'm surrounded by for those that I food with on a regular. And I know I'm giving a good cause to other people. You know what I'm saying? I'm very fruitful to other people in their lives or whatever. And like, it's important to me when it comes to this channel, what I'm doing for independent filmmaking. And also just being with my relos. I love being around just people I fuck with for years and shit like that. And he's silly.
JD needed to be here to hear y'all say that because we've had those conversations about vulnerability.
I think JD
with
be-
men, and he is
If he
always
still watch,
like,
he
no.
I think he be pardoned though.
And see, you got a lot of people like that. I got a
He-
partner like that.
he be playing.
I got a partner like that.
He
Named
play- I think
Angel.
he be playing.
And I tell him all the time because he had a good girl, like he did most definitely. And he was like, man, fuck that emotional shit. Fuck all that cuddling and shit. He said, I pay the bills. Do she pay a motherfucking bill here? She ain't pay no bill. I go to work. Do she work? She don't work. That car she got, I bought it. I said, oh, that shit cool, dog. I said, but that shit there ain't what a motherfucker need.
Yeah.
I said, ain't nothing wrong with laying over the motherfucker, cuddling, sitting there talking to him, having a little quality time, bro.
Ooh,
I
I
said,
love
that's
it.
all the
I
motherfucker
love
need.
it. I love it.
I said, that's all the motherfucker, yeah. I said, I get it. That ain't your love language, bro, but you gotta learn that's hers.
Yeah.
I'm like, shit, your stupid ass finna let that good ass girl go. I say, from the time you got out, bro, she been right there with you. I said, your stupid ass finna let it just walk out. I said, you gotta be the dumbest motherfucker I know.
And it happened, didn't it?
Who?
She gone?
Yeah, she gone. This was after the fact.
Oh, okay.
This is when we having the conversation. I say, hey, you went and talked to her and got her back? And like, nah, fuck that. Motherfucker don't like what I do for him. I said, bro, that old ass thinking of what a man is, that is not what it is.
He got a lot of work to do himself, dude.
But you know, it's just people that's gonna be like that.
No, you're right. Any final question before we get out here, though, ladies? I'm sorry to cut you off. My bad, bro.
I don't have none, but y'all straight gave some wisdom. So, fellas,
Y'all drop them gems.
the young ones and the old ones, listen.
Hopefully you are listening. And that school out there, get your shit together. Yeah.
Please do.
Clean that damn asbestos. All these fucking.
Hey, just bring a contract to us. We'll do it.
What if one
Just
of them kids
tap in
gonna
with
be
every
first
cent
deaf or
limit.
blind president? We ain't got time for that.
That'll never happen. I won't vote for no deaf and blind president. I'm fucking with you.
Cause how they gonna know what's going on?
I know, right? How you gonna see them?
If they got both of them going at the same time.
Oh,
You said deaf and blind, so it's
said
deaf
deaf
or
or blind.
Oh, okay.
No,
Okay.
only way I do this.
It gotta be either or.
No. Listen,
Because I'm definitely with it.
hold on. If the president is deaf, but the vice president is blind, we work together.
I am weak.
But that's a good combination,
501
though.
with you guys.
Oh, my gosh.
Then we can make it. I can make that
Y'all
work.
take part in this conversation.
Hey, look, I support it. You can be whatever you want to in life. If you deaf, blind,
Shout out to you.
whatever, LBGT, all them initials,
Yeah.
you can be whatever you want to be in life, man. It
You
don't
can't be
matter.
president.
You can be president. You can be the fucking king, queen of the world.
Jumanji.
Just go for it.
That's a month.
Hey, man, Wakanda.
Yeah.
Wakanda
Wakanda
forever,
Kind
baby.
of forever.
But shit, I mean, hey,
Until
your
we
dreams
die.
are only big as you.
No, you're right. Before we go, we start this in handles.
I don't know how to handle shit.
I beg to differ.
Oh, no, you can find me on Facebook at AK Keaton. You can find me on Instagram at I am AK Keaton. And all the TikTok shit, I really don't do it, but I'm gonna get with it sooner or later. But yeah,
That's it. I'm skipping myself. Come back. Go ahead.
See, he keep doing that. Y'all stop letting him do that. All right, he can do it at the end.
I'm Moso. You guys can find me on TikTok at Moso82. Find me on Instagram at Moso_82. And if you're interested in getting your hair locked and loaded, find me on Facebook and follow me on Facebook at Locks, Dress, and Things, where I'm also proud to make your nappy also happy to get locked with me.
You know what I'm saying? Kalandra Vaughn's on Facebook. Manifesting Millions on all social media platforms. And
What about Good Vibes, girl?
I got, of course, Good Vibes Lounge Podcast. Y'all make sure y'all follow me on Facebook.
Don't ever forget that again.
I know.
Dorinda Alexander on Facebook. I'm Oriana_Dorinda on all other social media platforms.
Clyde will say the third, aka the Phoenix. Go watch Dance 1, Dance 2, Clarity, Next Door Strangers, Textbook Tyrant. Be on the lookout for the Devil's Lobby. The poster's out there. I should have a teaser trailer pretty soon, here in a couple of weeks. And then that'll be for you public consumptions around March, April-ish. Mm-hmm. And then after that, we're going to go into production around March, April for Dance 3 for a summer release. Where you see these nice faces on there. I have an idea. I'm going to talk to you offline and see if you're interested.
Okay.
No, I thought about this for real.
Okay.
I said, you know what? I'm going to put Dorinda in this shit too.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Uh-oh, look at her face. Oh, shit.
It's a party. It's a party.
It's a party. But no, seriously, thank y'all for watching. Subscribe to the channel if you've not done so. Take care of that bit. Witty. That's W, not a T. But it's like titty, but with a W.
Yeah.
No, thanks for watching. We out of here. I'm hungry. He hungry. But you got... We out of here.